the Nets, they're gonna probably fall out of contention, but the Nets could have,
Playoff contention. Let's clarify.
yeah,
And
yeah,
championship contention, playoff contention. Sorry.
yeah. Play, I think they'll be in the playing games. But this team, like, even with this lineup they have now, if there's one player who gets their attitude or some anxiety under control or whatever's going on, like I'm not here. You can go one of two ways. You can go the Heat way, where that could be your Jimmy Butler. If that it could be because he's bigger than Jimmy Butler, he's taller than him, and
He ain't no Jimmy.
but he doesn't have that
He ain't
killer
got no
instinct.
shot.
He
He ain't
doesn't
got
have that.
nothing. He don't compare him
Well,
to Jimmy. He ain't got nothing to Jimmy's.
Jimmy
He ain't
doesn't
got
really have a
Jimmy.
shot
He
either.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Johns.
don't.
He Jimmy Johns.
Jimmy
He
doesn't
Jimmy
really have
Johns.
a shot.
Jimmy got a mid range. Jimmy's a mid range man. His three been off this year, but he's a mid
So,
range assassin. That man is. Say who you gonna say, because I know who you talking about. But
Ben Simmons.
yeah, Ben is Jimmy Johns. He ain't Jimmy Butler. He Jimmy Johns.
But
Hot
so
sandwiches delivered.
so his personality, I think, and his
It's
work
cold
ethic and
cut.
stuff. Yes, yes, it doesn't go so much with Jimmy Butler. So you're like, okay, we can't really be kind of like the Heat because we don't have that person. You said maybe Mikal Bridges, maybe we'll see. But
I
then
think Mikal for real.
you just have this talented star, and I'm like, why don't you just do what the Kings do with Sabonis? Why don't you just make Ben Simmons like a Sabonis? I think Simmons is more talented than Sabonis. Why don't you just make him like that? But
Make him
it
a
seems
Giannis.
like this
Giannis is a better comparison. Give him
nah,
the
I don't.
shooters.
I don't think Giannis
Giannis
is a
played
better
defense.
comparison.
Well, if you gonna say he like Jimmy, you really need to say he like Giannis, because both of them, at least Giannis will take the shot, and he's shooting better.
Yeah,
He's not a great 3-point shooter. He's not a great mid range, but he's a guy. If he get in his rhythm, he's good. Ben Simmons, we ain't even seen try and get in a rhythm. So to compare him to Jimmy is apples and oranges and cats and dogs, bro. You got a better chance of comparing him to Giannis, where they tall. They both need their own team. They both need big men shoot. They just need shooters, because Giannis got a bunch of 3-and-D and shooters.
so if Ben Simmons was more aggressive, yes, I would say he could be like Jimmy. That's what he's missing is aggressiveness. But I don't think he'd be Giannis because Giannis's body, the way he's built, the way he plays, is not like what Ben Simmons wants to play. Neither like Jimmy Butler. So it's like he's not aggressive. So okay, if he's not going to be that aggressive with the basketball, you could probably try to make him the same bonus and just make him the playmaker out there where he
can't
passes
be
the ball.
no.
But he can't do that
Be
either.
Sabonis. He can't be Sabonis.
This trade for the
You're
Nets,
disrespectful. It's Jimmy
no, he
Johns
could.
or nothing. It's Jimmy Johns or nothing.
But he has that talent to be these players. He just
Yeah, you're right. He could be Pizza Hut.
you know
I'll be damned if you disrespect another player who out there giving everything, and this dude we can't even see him take it. If he was taking the shots, Cam, I'd be 100% quiet. I'd agree with you. He won't take the shots. Not the three that's open, not the mid-range that's open. He won't even try. But we see workout videos and all this other him jump shooting. You're gonna be Jimmy Johns, you're gonna be Subway, you're gonna be Blimpies, you're gonna be McDonald's, you're gonna be Wendy's with the little ponytail girl, you're gonna be all of that Gerber, baby. But you ain't getting no comparisons to no more all-stars around here.
I'm just saying, if he has that talent, though, I just feel like he does. He gets something happens in the games, man. Something happens in the games where,
he run
whether
up
it be
and find out.
anxiety.
You got to play hard around here.
That's probably true too. But
bro, it ain't cake around here. The league ain't sweet.
What I was trying to say is basically, if they have that talented player there, if that talented player performed where they expected him to, I'd say Kyrie and maybe Durant would still be there. But B, you could still run this team like the Kings do. You have even, I think, bigger name players than the Kings in your starting lineup. But that player doesn't. Something's going on when he's on the court, and he'll be moving next. I don't know where he's going to move to. I don't know when his contract's up. If the Nets are stuck with him for another year, but you can already see his points diminishing, and they're trying to move on. So,
oh God, I remember a conversation we had, y'all. Cam is one of the best GMs I know, because Cam has a straight, it's not just analytics, it's what you give me. So he'll put a lot of analytics in it. I'll say maybe 75% is analytics, because he wants to, you got to make a rational decision upon numbers, whether it's the contract situation, the cap, that kind of stuff. But that 25% is all dog. And if you ain't got no dog, Cam is gonna catch you. So I didn't hear Cam for the last 3 weeks talking about Ben Simmons either getting traded in the offseason or he getting bought out now. But for him to make this plight about, Ben Simmons might be, one of these comparisons. I'm like, that's not the conversation we had. Where's GM Cam? I want that Cam back.
Well, you're
stuck
with him right now. You're stuck with him right now. And if you're looking at a GM ass point and you're stuck with him, you're like, okay, what can we do to use him as beneficial? And I would talk him to be, you could be one of these players, but I need you to be more aggressive. And I don't know what's going on there. I know you say he doesn't shoot threes. He doesn't do that. I'd say take him. You need to take him.
Don't have a bag of nothing. Like you got
just shoot it.
Bag.
Just throw it up there.
It's an empty bag. Like it's like playing at the rec, and it's a guy, and you're like, hey, none of us are professional players. You just got to shoot because this is becoming ridiculous that you even out here at this point.
Just throw it up there.
Yeah, like, and he's like, oh, I don't really shoot or play basketball. Then why are you out here? Like, what was this for? You could have went upstairs and ran on the track. You could have got on the treadmill and did this, or the elliptical, or the Versa climber. Why are you out here if you're not gonna shoot a shot? You're not even locking nobody up.
Yeah, he's been struggling defensively too. Like when he goes versus Embiid, when he has to guard Embiid, it makes me laugh every time.
He got a knee, and they say he got a knee injury too. So you know what I mean, like. I respect that he's been going through physical, mental, and things like that. Please don't get me wrong, everybody. But at some point, we got to say Ben Simmons got to do something.
You got to do what's best for your team. You got to. It's a winning game.
You got to do something. Like, bro, let me see you ready to shoot. Let me see you ready to be aggressive. I'm done with the topic of Ben Simmons because like all he's doing is aggravating me, and I've already disrespected him by calling him every fast food restaurant that came to my mind.
I will full on say this, Irv. I respect you for saying I'm a good GM. I did not remember. I wanted to cut all the Lakers. I wanted to rebuild him. Now I'm saying, hey, we have a chance because of the moves they made. I never saw these moves coming. So.
Well, you couldn't see these moves because Rob Pelinka was taking so long. Patience is a virtue. Yeah. So he's just like, I got to ride this out till everybody kind of desperate and want to get off some stuff, and then I can start wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, so, I'm on this Laker high right now, but wait till later this year where all of a sudden we get kicked out of the playoffs, and that's when you hear me go, I told you we should have traded him. We got some. I told you we should have got. I told you we should have got them picks. Why is AD still here? Why is AD still? Why is LeBron still here? LeBron's leaving Orlando with Bronny.
Oh, poor bro. Hey, man. They don't need to draft no more guards over there. Y'all got plenty. Y'all need to draft something else. Stop drafting guards over there.
They got what's his name? Pablo's not a guard, is he?
No, Pablo's a power forward, but remember they already got Markelle Fultz. They drafted Jalen Suggs. They drafted Cole Anthony. They got rid of Terrence Ross. He was finally fed up with being over there. I was like,
Terrence Ross, the only veteran go over there going, why am I here? I go to Disneyland every day just to cheer my butt up. I gotta smile somehow. I gotta go to Orlando.
That's true. Orlando be drafting, and you'd be like, yo, didn't you just draft that last year? It ain't working out. It's only been a year. Dog, what you mean? It's not working out. What are y'all doing? All right. You good with this one?
Yeah, let's go to the next topic.